Okay, so hello there, guys. Shal here with my manga review of chapter 947 of One Piece. Okay, you know what, guys? Actually, today, chapter 948 has just come out. Okay, so however, I really stopped myself from reading the chapter because I think it's only but proper for me to post first my manga review of chapter 947 before proceeding with the new chapter. Okay, so let's proceed. So we have here the title of chapter 947 is Queen's Gamble. Okay, and then on the cover page, it is a request from Noda Skywalker again. So I said he's the most frequent requester of Oda. And then you will try to notice here Noda Noda Oda. So is there something? Okay, are these two connected? Is it just Oda trying to troll us actually by using a pen name? Okay, so again, going back on this cover page, nothing very special because we know that Brooke is musically inclined. But then you will notice here the sea neko or the sea cat monster, which is the guardian deity of Alabasta. If you go back to the earlier parts of One Piece, so um, I just wonder how come the sea cat or the sea neko is in this part because I know they're in the new world, right? So what's up with this sea cat, okay, or sea neko, okay? So again, in the first part of chapter 947, we had a flashback, okay? You know what, guys? It's scary every time Luffy um thinks, okay? Because you know what? Usually Luffy doesn't think. He just acts according to what the situation is. Okay, so it's rare for him to think, and when he thinks, it's like people will have a what moment because it's not very common. Okay, so what we see here in the flashback. Okay, we see here the scene in the Sabaody archipelago wherein Rayleigh removed the collar of Kami the mermaid. Okay, so in here Luffy actually thought back to this scene because he believes that is what he did in the previous chapter. Okay, when he broke off the collar of Hyogoro. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so yes, he's thinking it's that. Okay, and then we still have here Hyogoro. He's thinking that Luffy already surpassed. Okay, is already able to use what he's going to teach what Hyogoro is supposed to teach him. So Hyogoro is standing there very boss like because but I know deep inside he must be, oh my god, am I going to die here? But then he's standing there like a boss trying to put his trust on Luffy. Okay, so we have here Luffy, even though he's not yet sure what to do, he puts up his defenses, okay, and try to block off Big Mom's attack. But however, as you can see in the next page, okay, it didn't work. Okay, because you have to understand Luffy. He was able to use the advanced form of Haki in the previous chapter, but then he was only able to do it for the first time, and he's not even aware of how he did it. So let's just excuse him, guys. Okay. So we see here when the punch of Big Mom connected. Okay, what happened in the next page is somewhat hilarious. Okay, so Luffy and Hyogoro actually here were thrown off and were how do you call this? Were embedded. Okay, they were embedded into the stone wall, and you can see their feet twitching. Okay, and then it's funny because Luffy thought that Hyogoro was dying. Okay, Hyogoro was dying, but it's not the case because Hyogoro was able to coat himself with haki, or in the Wano country they call it as the Ryuo. Okay, Dragon King or Flowing Sakura. Okay, so while Luffy thought that Hyogoro was dying, Hyogoro actually explains to us this advanced form of haki that he is supposed to teach Luffy. So, according to him, okay, in the normal form of haki, you coat yourself with an armor-like defense, okay? But in this advanced form of haki, you are going to clad, okay, the protection you're going to clad yourself, you are going to force it into your enemy, okay, into your enemy, and destroy them from the inside out. So you see there, it's like you let your energy flow from your body to your enemy, and from the inside. Okay, once the energy overflows, that's when your enemy will explode. So you see there is somewhat, in my mind, it's kind of gory because when a person blows, okay, when a person is destroyed from inside out, you know what that means, right? The guts, okay, the blood will splatter everywhere, and I don't think that's a very good sight, okay? But in One Piece, blood and violence are somewhat rarely portrayed. It's just portrayed in cases of fights. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so again, yes, Luffy still thought here that Hyogoro was dying, but the next moment, that Big Mom punch, okay, um threw her punch in their direction. We found out that he is actually alive and is just pretending to be weak. Okay, and then we have here, of course, Luffy has no choice but to run away from Big Mom. Okay, and then you can see here another area of the Udon prison. It's the Iron Works. Okay, so we have here a big gate. Okay, a big metal gate, I think, with the number 2. Okay, and then on the side here, you know what? I did not notice this when the first time I read the chapter, but then once I watched the manga review of Tekken 101 regarding chapter 947, yeah, there is a devilish figure on the side of this panel. Okay, he has a I don't think if it's here, but I think it's hair covering his face like this. Okay, and then we can see actually the whole face, but then his grin is very devilish like. Okay, so I don't know. And then you can see here Big Mom again, chasing after Luffy with a big baseball bat, filled with nails. Okay, so she's rampaging all over Udon prison. Okay, and then what happened here is that the pleasures are panicking, of course, because as they all know, Queen is still down, still knocked down. But then, and then we have here Babanuki or Old Maid saying that Wano country is Lord Kaido's territory again. And then that after that we see here Queen who was able to stand up. Okay, and you know what? The first thing he said is that he has a plan. Okay, and that is, I think, the basis of our title for today, which is Queen's Gamble. So what is the plan? It's very simple. It's nothing very special. Okay, but then Queen really made it sound very scary because he said we only got one shot of this. Okay, so what happened is that while Big Mom and Luffy are rampaging, okay, are running around Odin prison, Big Mom destroying the place. Okay, um, Queen turned into her Brachiosaurus form again, and then they used the empty pot of Oshiruko as a bait. Okay, so when Big Mom saw the empty pot of Oshiruko, she's thinking it's filled, okay, with food. However, it's not. Okay, and then you see here Queen, which who is already in his Brachiosaurus form, standing over the edge of a cliff or a mountain-like area, and then once Big Mom was in the target area, okay, where the Oshiruku pot was, okay, Queen jumped from the mountain, okay, head first, and he made contact. He slammed against the head of Big Mom, and then he called the attack the Brachio Bomber. Okay, you see there, Queen here used an alliteration, and alliteration is one of my most favorite figures of speech in the English language. So I think it's a very good choice for a name for an attack. Okay, so I did not really expect to see what happened next year because, as you all know, in chapter 946, I really got emotional with the scene wherein Big Mom wanted to share the Oshuruko with the people in the Okobori town, because Big Mom as a kid was kind. So when I saw that she is kind, okay, in that particular scene, okay, I think it's about time for her character to be redeemed as the sweet child who is just a victim of her own power. Okay, but then in chapter 947, that is immediately overturned because Big Mom, once Queen's attack the Brachio bomber connected, okay, we see her Big Mom going back to her old self, remembering the memories she has lost. Okay, so together with this, okay, once she remembered who she was, her aura changed. And then when Big Mom mentioned that she recognizes Queen, can you see here? It's not only the animal face, I think it's the face of a person who is scared to death, okay, here. And then, however, Big Mom was not able to wreak more havoc because she fell down and actually she fell asleep. Okay, so I don't know what's happening here. Is it an effect of being attacked by the Brachio bomber, or is it just a what do you call this one? A joke going pointing back to the certain character trait that Luffy, Garp, and even Ace Kun has have, which is narcolepsy. Okay, they tend to pass out and sleep even in the most inconvenient times. Okay, for example, we see here Ace. When we go back to the Alabasta arc, okay, you can see there Ace. He is eating, but then he is also sleeping. So people thought he died. Okay, but actually he's not. He just fell into he just fell asleep, or he just had a narcolepsy attack. Okay, so I don't know what happened here, but once Big Mom fell down and fell asleep, Queen immediately ordered all the people, all his people in the Udon prison to get pure sea stone cuffs. Okay, and he asked them to tie it around Big Mom for 100 times just to make sure. And then she, aside from that, she also he Queen is a he. Okay, Queen even ask them to get 100 doses. I think it's 100 doses of um beast tranquilizer. So you see here, Big Queen is really taking all the countermeasures he can, because he knows that once Big Mom wakes up, okay, it's game over for all of them. Okay. However, the only problem here, I think, is that he's busy. He is very focused on Big Mom. He forgot, okay, that in the Uran prison, okay, aside from Luffy, there are lots of other characters which were able to escape from their cells. So this is actually being said to Queen by Babanuki. However, Queen disregarded what he's saying and then proceeded to march off to bring Big Mom to Onigashima, where Kaido is. So let's see what's will there be a reunion between Big Mom and Kaido? Because as you all know, I mean, it's been hinted in the Reverie arc that Kaido and Big Mom are part of a certain pirate crew under the captain called or named Rocks or Locks. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Okay, but I think it's Rocks because I've seen that in the subtitle of that anime episode. Okay, so there you go. Queen left with almost a lot of his pleasures from the Uran prison, leaving Babanuki in charge with very few manpower. And you see here, Babanuki is even warning Queen that he thinks someone important or someone powerful has been released. Okay, but then Queen disregarded what he said and immediately proceeded off. Okay, and then you can see here Big Mom tied down. Okay, while being carted off to the Queen's ship. Okay, which has a brachiosaurus for a masthead. Okay, so what happened is that outside the prison, we still have your Tama together with Momonosuke. However, they are not allowed to enter, and Momonosuke is being firmed, okay, to stay outside, okay, because that's what they're told to do, okay. So on the next page, you see here Queen and the others left. However, Babanuki, okay, I think really he is not referring to Luffy here, because um he's not referring to Luffy because in the last part of the scene we see here Luffy um appearing behind Babanuki, and that's the time Babanuki said, "Oh, so you are also free." So I think it's another person who is being referred to, and I think it's Kawamatsu. Okay, so as I've told you also in my manga review of chapter 946, I think it's Kawamatsu who saved Kid and Killer from being continuously being drowned. Okay, there's their punishment. So I think it's really Kawamatsu. And you know what? I think I'm correct because read I read the title of Ohara's manga review for chapter 948, and it's Kawamatsu revealed. So I'm excited. Okay, so I'm going to end this video, guys, so that I can jump to the next chapter, to the new chapter. Okay, so let's get all be ready and be excited with One Piece. The manga is great, and the anime is also doing great. So let's be all excited and let's um enjoy One Piece. Okay, goodbye for now.